Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I am Chipepo Gracie and this is your ICU TV Main news bulletin. Let's take a quick look at the stories making headlines. ERB unveils new electricity tariff structure for 2025 to 2027. Government and World Bank unveil Livingstone City Transformation Program. Government backs Girls Skills Training Center in Luanshya. In international news, Samia wins Tanzanian election as 100 fear dead in Unrest. And in sports news, Zambia under-17 squad arrives in Qatar ready to shine at FIFA World Cup. And now, the details. The Energy Regulation Board has approved ZESCO Limited revised electricity tariffs, which will be implemented from the 1st of November 2025 to the 31st of October 2027. The ERB Board Chairperson, James Banda, says the new tariff structure replaces the emergency tariffs that have been in effect since 2023 and introduces measures aimed at protecting low-income consumers. Mr. Banda explains that the emergency tariffs frameworks will officially end on the 31st of October 2025, giving way to a new lifeline tariff designed to cushion vulnerable households. Among the major changes is a 4.6% reduction in the highest emergency tariff rate for the residential users from 3 kwacha 36 ngwe to 3 kwacha 21 ngwe per kilowatt hour. He adds that tariffs for commercial, social services and water pumping categories will remain largely the same, although the cost of energy will slightly decrease from 1 kwacha 27 ngwe to 1 kwacha 5 ngwe per kilowatt hour. The ERB has also scrapped fixed charges on distribution and maximum demand tariffs, directing ZESCO to carry out additional studies to establish a more equitable and sustainable pricing system. Furthermore, ZESCO will continue to charge the same rate for the first 200 units used per month by residential customers to safeguard lifeline consumers. Mr. Banda says the new tariff schedule strikes a balance between ensuring ZESCO's financial sustainability and maintaining affordable power for customers. The new rates will be in effect from November 26 through October 2027, during which ZESCO is expected to submit a performance report to the Energy Regulation Board before any further adjustments. The government, in partnership with the World Bank, has launched the Livingstone Town Centre Development Program aimed at... I knew it. Yeah.
The Information and Communications University is driving the thrill for the nation in research and development. Enroll now for full-time and distance programs in the School of Engineering, Humanities, Business and Education. To apply, visit our website at www.icuzambia.net or call us on +260 211 221 662 or 0966 342 359. Sponsorship is available. Enroll now.
Apologies for the interruption. We continue. The government, in partnership with the World Bank, has launched the Livingstone Town Centre Development Program aimed at modernizing the city's infrastructure and boosting its tourism potential. The initiative is part of efforts to promote a 24-hour economy and strengthen the tourism sector, which continues to record impressive growth.
Today, we're in Livingstone, our vibrant tourist capital, where the sun is shining bright on a city getting a stunning facelift. The government, in partnership with the World Bank, has launched the Livingstone Town Centre Development Program, a transformative program under the Green, Resilient and Transformational Tourism Development Project, GREAT TDP. The project is upgrading 8.3 kilometers of township roads, installing 976 modern streetlights, repairing traffic signals, adding cycle lanes, and beautifying public spaces to give Livingstone a fresh, modern look. Zambia is on a beautification mission and turning Livingstone into a 24-hour economy that's safe, business-friendly, and ready to host the world. Tourism Minister Rodney Sikumba described this as creating an enabling environment for growth and calls on the private sector to invest in hospitality, retail, and entertainment to match the city's new energy. The World Bank country manager, Dr. Akim Folk, views the project as a step toward repositioning Livingstone on the global tourism map and boosting its role in the wider Kavango-Zambezi Transfrontier area. Tourism is one of Zambia's fastest growing sectors and a vital engine for jobs, businesses, and revenue. Last year alone, Zambia recorded 2.2 million international arrivals, a sharp rise from 1.3 million in 2023, a growth of over 70%. That growth injected billions of kwacha into the economy through visa spending, hotel occupants, and related industries. Today, tourism contributes between 7 and 10% of Zambia's GDP, and with the 2025 national target of 3 million visitors, the sector could generate close to $1 billion United States dollars earnings this year. Just 2 weeks ago, on 15th of October 2025, President Hakainde Hichilema received the Secretary General-elect of UN Tourism, Sheikha Nasser El Nowais, at State House. The visit symbolized Zambia's growing influence in global tourism.
And he has done a great job in Zambia. There has been a growth above what has budgeted for 2024 and 2025 to Zambia in terms of arrival. And I think this number is yet to grow even more. And that's one of the things I am looking forward to work on. I will be focused on capacity building. I'm very excited to visit Livingstone.
President Hakainde Hichilema talked about Zambia's commitment to rebuilding a strong tourism-driven economy by investing in skills training, destination, marketing, and infrastructure.
And I'm glad you've already raised issues, Minister raised issues, that we need to deepen our cooperation. We want to increase, we have an agenda to grow our economy, but to do that we want to increase the contribution of the tourism sector to our economic growth.
Zambia is unlocking the full potential of tourism for the benefit of its people and the wider region by improving access, modernizing facilities, and empowering communities. As we open up the northern circuit through over $1 billion United States dollars in public-private investments, including new lodges, parks, restocking, and infrastructure around Bangweulu wetlands, Kasaba Bay, and Luapula province, we are not neglecting our existing gems like Livingstone. That's why the government of the Republic of Zambia scrapped visa requirements for key source markets. Since January 1st, 2025, nationals from 53 countries, additional countries, can enter Zambia visa-free for up to 30 days.
The Zambian government has a targeted increase in the national cattle herd from 5.1 million to 7.4 million by the end of 2026, a 2.3 million rise outlined in the 8th National Development Plan. Speaking at the Golden Valley National Pasture and Smallholder Livestock Farm Fair in Choma District, Fisheries and Livestock Minister Peter Kapala, through Permanent Secretary Dr. Max Chombe, emphasized the need for collaboration among stakeholders to achieve the goal. Farmers are encouraged to adopt pasture production as climate adaptation strategy, while seed companies are called upon to develop programs that directly support livestock farming. The initiative aims to improve food security, strengthen rural livelihoods, and enhance resilience against climate change. The Drug Enforcement Commission has arrested 2 Zambian nationals in Lusaka in connection with a suspected gold scam involving 224,000 United States dollars. The suspects, 43-year-old Douglas Njovu of Katuba area in Chiwombo district and 35-year-old Aki Duncan of Rotspark, were detained after allegedly attempting to sell 30 kilograms of gold to a victim before later claiming it had been lost in transit. For more details in the following report. What was meant to be a glittering gold deal has ended in handcuffs. The Drug Enforcement Commission has cracked down on 2 major scams who've left victims counting heavy losses. 2 Lusaka businessmen are now behind bars after making a fake gold transaction with $224,000.
The suspects reportedly promised a client 30 kilograms of gold, only to take the cash and claim the gold disappeared in transit. But their luck ran out fast. DEC investigators swooped in, seizing 2 luxury vehicles, a Toyota Allion and a Toyota Camry believed to have been bought with the proceeds of the scam. According to DEC's public relations officer, Alan Tamba, the duo was also linked to another suspicious deal involving 72 gold bars, 5 suspected diamonds, and multiple luxury vehicles, all now in the Commission's custody. Officers caught the men at the Lusaka-based firm just moments before they were set to complete yet another shady gold deal with foreign associates.
The 2 are currently in custody and are expected to appear in court soon.
And that's the latest on this unfolding story. Reporting for ICU TV Main News, I am Chipepo Gracie. Stay tuned for updates.
The Lusaka City Council has graduated 1,235 students from 5 vocational training institutions during a combined skills training graduation ceremony held at Nakatindi grounds on Friday, October 31st, 2025. The graduates drawn from Kamwala Skills Training Center with 388, Zitandizeni Trust Trade School with 557, Chelston Skills Training Center with 72, Mandevu Youth Project with 179, and Chaisa Skills Training Center with 39 received training in carpentry, tailoring, food production, auto mechanics, computer studies, and hospitality. Representing the Minister of Technology and Science, Mrs. Khadija Mvula Sakala, the Assistant Director for the Skills and Entrepreneurship Training, commended the graduates for their achievements and reaffirmed government's commitment to inclusive skills development under the leadership of President Hakainde Hichilema. She noted that over 60% of Zambia's youth are unemployed or underemployed, stressing that vocational skills are key to fostering climate reliant livelihoods, creating a sustainable future. The graduation theme, Vocational Skills for Climate Resilient Livelihoods, reflects the nation's broader climate action and development priorities. We take a short break. Stay tuned for more news after this.
The Information and Communications University is driving the thrill for the nation in research and development. Enroll now for full-time and distance programs in the School of Engineering, Humanities, Business and Education. To apply, visit our website at www.icuzambia.net or call us on +260 211 221 662 or 0966 342 359. Sponsorship is available. Enroll now.
Thank you for staying tuned. In our local stories, Vice President Mutale Nalumango has reaffirmed government's commitment to empowering young people, particularly girls, through skills development, entrepreneurship, and innovation. Speaking during the Girls Brigade of Zambia fundraising dinner for the construction of a skills training center in Luanshya, Mrs. Nalumango said the initiative aligns with the National Youth Policy and 8th National Development Plan. She noted that many girls continue to face challenges such as early pregnancies and limited access to economic opportunities, underscoring the need for targeted interventions to help them thrive. Mrs. Nalumango added that the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Arts is implementing programs such as Youth Skills Empowerment Program and expanding youth resource centers across the country to address these challenges. Meanwhile, Youth, Sports and Arts Minister Elvis Nkandu commended the Girls Brigade of Zambia for its commitment to youth empowerment, saying the Luanshya Training Center will complement government's broader effort to create sustainable opportunities for young people. Girls Brigade of Zambia President Eunice Chira revealed that the construction of the center will cost 11 million kwacha and appealed to partners and well-wishers to support the project's completion. The initiative is expected to equip young women with practical skills and contribute to Zambia's ongoing development agenda. Water Development Minister Collins Njovu has directed all water utilities to integrate alternative energy sources into new water supply projects to ensure sustainable and reliable service delivery. The minister's message was delivered by Water Development Permanent Secretary Romas Kamanga during the groundbreaking ceremony of the Bowlen Water Supply Improvement Project in Lusaka. Mr. Nzovu said the directive reflects government's commitment to environmentally responsible infrastructure and the expansion of clean water access in communities nationwide. The Bowlen project marks another step towards achieving sustainable water management and energy efficiency in the country's water sector. We take another break. Stay tuned for international news and sports news. In international news, President Samia Suluhu Hassan has been declared the winner of Tanzania's presidential elections, securing another term in office amid days of unrest across the country. According to the Electoral Commission, Samia won 98% of votes, nearly sweeping the 32 million ballots cast in Wednesday's election. International observers have expressed concern over the lack of transparency and widespread turmoil that has reportedly left hundreds of people dead and hundreds injured. The nationwide internet shutdown is making it difficult to verify the death toll. The government has sought to play down the scale, the violence, and authorities have extended a curfew in bids to quell the unrest. We are still in international news. South African government has confirmed the United States for prioritizing refugee applications from white Afrikaners, describing claims of a white genocide as false and unsupported by evidence. It is cited an open letter from Afrikaner leaders rejecting the persecution narrative, with some calling the relocating scheme racist. Officials noted that few white South Africans have applied to move to the U.S., showing there is no widespread threat. This follows President Donald Trump's administration announcing the lowest refugee intake in history, kept at 7,500. We take another break. Stay tuned for sports news.
Welcome to the Zambia Research and Development Center, an institution dedicated to national development through capacity building and community development. Established in 2007 by a group of professionals and lecturers, ZRDC has since become a hub of research and innovation in the country. Registered with the Ministry of Home Affairs under the Registrar of Societies, ZRDC pursues cutting-edge research to address pressing social and economic challenges. Get involved. ZRDC engages in activities that stimulate international collaboration, promote knowledge sharing, and make research expertise available to decision makers. Our mission at ZRDC is to foster innovation and capacity building for national development. We believe in addressing poverty and underdevelopment through institutional and capacity building, human empowerment, and gender participation. In our quest to foster innovation and capacity building for national development, ZRDC launched the ZRDC University Sponsorship for Capacity Building and Development Program to facilitate knowledge advancement among ZRDC researchers and those intending to join the research community. Qualified Zambian citizens can pursue education at credible universities in Zambia with guaranteed prospects of joining the ZRDC research community. ZRDC engages in industrial and technological research, covering research development and innovative investigations to drive dynamic industrial development at national and regional levels. Join us at the Zambia Research and Development Center as we continue to innovate, empower, and shape a brighter future for Zambia. ZRDC, fostering innovation and capacity building for national development.
Welcome back, and now in sports news. The Zambian Under-17 men's football team has arrived in Qatar ahead of the 2025 Under-17 World Cup. Coach Dennis Makinka says he has assembled a talented and well-prepared squad capable of producing good results at the global tournament. Makinka adds that the team's focus is now on mental and tactical readiness as they aim to present Zambia with pride in the world stage. Meanwhile, defender Andrew Mwape says the World Cup offers players a great opportunity to gain international exposure and advance their football career. We are still in sports news. Former Zambian striker Collins Mbesuma says the national team needs a young and energetic coach as he is available for any role within the Chipolopolo setup if called upon. The Football Association of Zambia FAS announced on Wednesday that it had parted ways with Avram Grant following Zambia's failure to qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Grant had guided the team to two successful Africa Cup of Nations (AFCON) qualifications since taking charge in December 2022. With just 51 days remaining before the AFCON tournament in Morocco, FAS has not yet advertised the recruited a new coach through local candidates, though local candidates are expected to be considered. That's sports. That sports item brings us to the end of our main news. But before we go, let's take a look at the recap of the stories that made headlines. ERB unveils new electricity tariff structure for 2025 to 2027. Government and World Bank unveil Livingstone City Transformation Program. Government backs Girls Skills Training Center in Luanshya. Samia wins Tanzanian election as hundreds fear death in Unrest, and that is in international news. In sports news, Zambian Under-17 squad arrives in Qatar ready to shine at the FIFA World Cup. Thank you so much for watching. For more news details, you can visit our Facebook page, ICU TV, or our website, icutvzdm.com. Have a good evening.